Our home is really a family home. There are kids here in and out, so you will hear that in the middle of this tour. When we bought this house, we bought it in what's called third phase, so it was unfinished, which was really a difficult commitment because then you know you're gonna have a lot of work and it's gonna be even longer before you actually move in. On the other hand, it's great because you get to decide how the finished product will look. That was exciting and also really intimidating. It's just a huge responsibility. I really wanted to hire an interior designer, but it was very clear early on that we were not going to be able to afford that, so I just had to take it all upon myself, and I did. Weeks of time researching how to make this the most beautiful I could for having no experience in interior design. I started with a color palette. I chose my color palette and I said I will stay within this color palette no matter what, and I chose some feelings that I wanted the house to make us feel. One of my first words, because we were so crammed for so long, was open. I wanted it to feel open and spacious, clean and bright and comfortable and homey. And I also wanted it to be something that I wasn't worried that the kids might destroy. The two design styles that I wanted to marry for our style was Scandinavian and California coast. So I'm from California. I wanted to bring a little bit of that in. So I wanted to keep the colors very natural and neutral, and then have textures and natural fibers to kind of make up for the lack of color. This was my basis for making choices throughout the house. Whether it worked or not is gonna be up to you. This is our entryway. Originally, this was supposed to have like a hallway and be closed off from the rest of the house, but I wanted everything open and spacious. I wanted you to be able to walk in and see all the way out to the back of the house. So instead of creating an entryway here, what I did is I just made tile to separate the entrance from the rest of the house, to create a mental barrier so when the kids walked in, they would know they have to take their shoes off here, and anyone else, that this is where you take off your shoes and then you go into the house. And it's worked really well. Because the house was going to be so neutral, I wanted to do something with some pizzazz right here. So that's why I chose the exciting tiles. I think they turned out really exceptionally. I love them. This is all of our shoe storage. We've got our keys here. And I really love the round mirror. Because the house is so square, I tried to make a lot of rounded choices to offset that a little bit. And then we have our coat hooks. Right off the entryway, we have our powder room. This was originally supposed to be a huge, almost full bathroom. And I decided that I wanted to keep the window, which was supposed to originally be inside the bathroom, to be part of the living room, to make the living room bigger. Because it's such a small room, it would be really cool to go with a super fun, maybe wild wallpaper. At one point, I thought I could also go a little crazy with the floor. So the floor is a little bit of a crazy, exciting tile. And then I brought in some natural textures and fibers with the wood top to the shelf and the mirror. I really wanted to do a lot more gold throughout the house, and Luka was super against it. And he didn't even like this faucet, and I thought, I'm gonna buy it anyways. So I got it, and when it was installed, he said, that looks so cool. Also, that painting is there because I don't know where to put it yet. I don't think it's gonna stay there though. Then we're gonna come into our living room. I was excited to have a living room where we could entertain guests. And I chose this couch because I love the fact that it's one single cushion. I really wanted a couch that had a little bit of firmness because I think it's really uncomfortable when you're trying to sit with a drink and talk to somebody and you're sitting back and you're falling into the couch. So I wanted something that was a little bit more practical and comfortable and enjoyable for guests as well. It took me a long time to find the chair because in my mind, the chair has to be comfortable in a way that you can pull your feet up and really like scoot into it. It needs to be the kind of chair where you can get cozy and read. That was to me super important. And I really wanted that they had a classical look that wasn't too trendy, that wasn't gonna go out. This was the only thing that I went and like chose the fabric and they made it to order. I think they're beautiful. They're comfortable with or without the pillow. They're comfortable like this. I think they look great. They fit inside my palette nicely. That made me happy. And then I have this little coffee table in between for our books, for drinks. The kids have some magazines down here. And then our rug, I ordered online. It took me forever to find a rug. And I really wanted this beautiful, beautiful rug that was black and white. But it was so white in the places that it was white. And again, with kids, I just thought, I'm shooting myself in the foot if I get a white rug. So I got this one. It's a blend of wool and jute, and I really like it. If I don't love it after a few years, I won't feel too bad about replacing it because it wasn't expensive. The best thing I did about this, the floors are super hard because it's concrete and then it's vinyl flooring, and the rug is not super plush. So I went to Bauhaus and I bought these cushions. And I got these small little cushions and I taped them together and I made a little padding to go underneath the rug. And it's so nice and soft because I thought the kids are gonna be rolling around here. The kids are gonna be smashing their faces on the floor. It's nice if there's a little cushion under there. One of the things I hate the most about living rooms is the TV. I feel like it's always an eyesore. It's super ugly. It's never in a place that looks nice. It's like the center focal point of attention, and I don't think it should be. So I painted it myself, a lot of it with Izak on my back, and I wanted it to hide the TV. I did not want to see the TV. I didn't want it to be the center of our attention. And if you'll notice, our couches, our chairs are not facing the television. And I did that intentionally because I really don't want our lives to be centered around watching TV. I want it to be slightly uncomfortable because if it's too comfortable, we'll just watch too much TV. Really happy with how it turned out. Another thing that was really important to me were the cables. I did not want to see a single cable anywhere. So we had it specifically designed in a way that the cables go through the wall and out the bottom. Chef's kiss for no cables. Everybody's favorite part, the heart of the home, which is the kitchen. This was the thing that caused me the most stress out of this entire process because I wanted so badly to get it right. The kitchen has this L shape to it with the island. I like the idea that this kind of separated the kitchen from the living room, but kept it open enough that if I was in the kitchen, I could be a part of the conversation there or the part of the conversation there. And this was what I thought would be kind of the drink station. So you would come in, you would have your drinks here, or anything that you need to drink here. Today was our bread day. The cabinets are all IKEA cabinets. So it's an IKEA kitchen. I love the two-toned. I love the fact that the bottom is the wood tone. Completely unplanned. It totally matched the floor, which is really exciting. And then the top cabinets are this matte white, which I really like as well. The cabinets and some of the appliances are IKEA, but the countertop and the fixtures are not. This kitchen was designed entirely by me, and it was built entirely by Luka and his dad. And shout out to our friends who came the first day. The things I really wanted was a built-in sink. So I wanted it to just be smooth into the sink. I didn't want the sink coming up over. And this countertop is kompaktna plošča. Is that what it's called?
Kompaktna plošča.
Thanks. Originally I wanted gold fixtures. Luke was very against that, so we compromised on black. And I actually think it really, really works. I will admit, I think it's better than gold. I think it's less trendy.
I would never push you for that though.
Never what?
I would never push you to admit that though.
Oh, okay. Well, are you happy that I admitted it?
Feels good.
I really wanted the cabinets to be all the way to the ceiling. I did not want a big gap at top. I think we still have some filling in to do. Because this was so smooth and streamlined and minimal, I wanted to add the glass paned cabinet fronts just to add a little bit more texture to the kitchen because it was so smooth and sleek, and I thought that would help soften it up a bit. Give it a little bit of a California rustic feel maybe. Really happy with the way that the backsplash turned out. I wanted smaller, like narrower tiles, but it was really a challenge to find tiles. So I liked that they were shiny because everything else was matte, and so it would have a different texture to it. And then also the fact that they're not just perfectly square flat, but that they have this waviness to them, that they're uneven and a little bit raw and natural feeling. I like that. A huge thing for me was that it was really important that I didn't have any appliances on my countertops. That was like the main thing I kept thinking about when I was designing how to make this laid out. And so I built this. It's admittedly, I'm not a professional, so I'm sure it could have been done better. Most of our appliances are in here. Our microwave is here. The refrigerator is here. I really wanted the refrigerator and appliances, everything to just be hidden and out of sight because I'm like, I just want to hide everything that's ugly. And all that stuff is ugly. I went with a black fixture here to match the black fixtures here. I really wanted to have an island because I think it's so functional. I like the fact that the sink is in the island, and it's really nice that the kids can sit at the island and I can feed them and do dishes and talk with them, and it's so great. And then if you make your way this way, you have our dining room. Originally we were looking for a wooden table. I wanted something very natural, textury, but we had young kids and we just didn't want to spend like 600 or more euros on a table. This one, our friends were selling secondhand. It extends to be like 220 centimeters long, which is perfect for when all of our family shows up. And then these chairs are actually outdoor chairs, but I was like, they're the right texture for the space. And I didn't want to go matchy-matchy and do all of them the same. So I did these like wicker chairs, or not wicker, what's this called? The point is I have these chairs on the ends that are slightly, very different. And then I have these ones and Isaac's little high chair there. And I love it. I really like the fact that they look so natural and that they really jive with the rest of the feel here. Here I have my pantry. I wanted to have somewhere for the food that would be just tons of extra space. Here I've got like canned goods and bulk items, and then here I have like a baking drawer, a cooking drawer, a snack drawer, and it's really nice. I love it. One of the main features, which you'll notice all of our blinds are down, but one of the best parts about this entire home is the fact that we have these enormous windows and they let in so much natural light. We are south facing on this side, so we get beautiful natural light all day long. We almost don't need lights. I know you Slovenes love to be without your lights at night when it gets dark, but we really don't need that much lighting. However, we chose to put in a ton of lighting because we love to record and take pictures of our family, and we always wanted to make sure there was enough lighting. So that's why you'll see like lights everywhere. And this was one of the very first things that we picked out, and I was like, it's perfect, it's gonna jive with everything, it's gonna look great. It's got the wood, it's got the white, the black, I love it. Let me turn it off so that you can actually see it. And there was this bigger size, and then there was one that had, I think, 3 lights. And looking at it in the store, I thought, it's so big. But I watched a video, I think it was Lisa Holt on YouTube, and she said, when you buy a light over your dining room table, you get the biggest one you can possibly get because it just has to be big. And so I followed her advice, and I think it looks really great. Now the stairs. One of the key features of this entire home has to be the stairs here. It was an enormous challenge and labor of love, and it's extra special because it was built by Luka's father, so my father-in-law, Peter, and he built it with a carpenter, Andrej, and so the two of them designed all of this themselves, it was not easy, and it was something that no other carpenter around was going to be able to do for us. This was kind of what I had wanted. I wanted, you know, the spindles like this, 2 on each step, spaced apart so that the light from the upstairs would filter through. I also wanted to leave the last few steps open so that it would just feel more open. It wouldn't feel so closed off. And I also thought, you know, the kids, you can sit here while you put on or take off your shoes. Originally, I just thought that they would be like straight on. And then Peter came one day and said, now we can make them like this, or we can make them like this. And I thought, oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. And when we were walking, when I was testing out what do I like better, I thought when you hold it like this, it's so much more comfortable this way than if you're to grab it like that. The little things, but also it lets in more light. They are the only thing in our home that's bespoke. You'll notice they just go into the floor here, but then they just go straight into the roof or the ceiling part here. No visible screws. There's no, it's just like they're magically attached and they're really solid. This was another thing that Peter and Andrej built. We designed it to be like this, and then they designed it so that these doors can just push to open, push to close. I don't know that anyone else in Slovenia could have done this, quite honestly. Maybe, but I doubt it. And then going up the beautiful stairs, we have these boxes. I have a box for each child, and at the end of the day or halfway through the day, if they've left out things in the downstairs area, I collect them all and put them in their box, and then at the end of the day, they have to clear their box, put all their things away. So as you can see today, Olivia has already cleared her box. Leia and Isaac, not yet. As we come up the stairs, we come right into the playroom. So this area, I didn't stress the kids out too much about cleaning up, so it's all natural. We made this room extra big because we knew we would spend time here and all of their creative things and their toys and everything would be here. And we made the bathroom a little bit smaller because I was like, we're not gonna be playing and hanging out in the bathroom. I'm not gonna explain much about this room because I did an entire like reveal for this playroom and explained everything. So if you're interested in that, go take a look at that video. But they have their desks and their cabinets and everything's all organized. And I really like this room. And the carpet is really nice for sitting on, and the kids sit on the carpet or lay on the carpet and read books, and they use this little coffee table for creative things. Isaac has done some work of art on the coffee table. Some of it he's just done directly onto the floor. This is our family bathroom. Like with everything else, we wanted to keep some of the details in black. So the faucet is in black, and then we got the shower door to be in black. We had a shower curtain forever and I absolutely hated it. And I was like, never, ever again. So we got the shower door and I really like it. It's really great. And then the tiles, we did all in white, but different textures to kind of break it up. So we have larger tiles down here with this kind of wavy texture to them. And then we have the classic subway tile in the shower area alone. So I kind of left it in a way like I could paint the upper half or I could put a wallpaper on it, keep it interesting. The vanity, we did this above, you know, like above counter sink and kept it round. And I liked the distance. This was something I thought about, was that anywhere in any sink, I could fill up a water bottle. Faucet, the black knobs, just little black details here and there. And then keeping it kind of, I was gonna say mir, like calm with the neutral color. So the gray, this was the only place I did gray anywhere in the house. And then I got this enormous mirror, which I love, and these really bright lights. The dream for putting on makeup or getting ready because the lighting is exceptional. And then behind the door
here. You gotta
here,
turn on the light to show.
No. It's really great lighting. We have this cabinet, just one tall cabinet, cleaning supplies as well as hair things. And I wanted to leave enough space on the side here for the broom and the mop to be hidden behind there. We have a toilet and a bidet. And we washed kids' feet in the bidet probably 2 or 3 times a day. And when we first moved in, Leia said, "Oh, a sink for kids? Thanks, Mommy." She like turned it on, was like washing her hands. It was so cute. The bathtub is enormous, which makes me so happy because I can fill it up and literally dunk myself in. This is Luka's dad's ladder, and he left it here during the building process, and I'm just gonna leave it here until he takes it because I actually like it. I think it kind of adds a nautical feel to the house, or the bathroom anyways. Now we go to the children's bedroom. So we are very different from most people in that we had the ability to give the kids their own bedrooms, but we put all of their beds in one room along with all of their clothes, because I just felt like they don't spend that much time in their bedrooms. They have their toys and they want to spend time creating, and it's hard to cram everything into a tiny little kid's room where this is where you sleep. You don't need a lot of room for sleeping, and then you have all the space for creating and being and playing and everything. This is where Luke and I are very different from most Slovenian families, I think, where we don't want our kids to be too comfortable here. We don't want our kids living with us till they're 25. We want our kids to go out into the world, become their own humans, go out on their own. So it needs to be a little uncomfortable. Also, we do have the ability where we could convert the playroom to another bedroom when they get to be teenagers, so there will be a little bit more space. The girls have bunk beds, so Olivia has the bottom bed, Leia has the top bed. That's what they chose. And then Isaac has his little bed here. I chose not to put any doors because there wasn't much space for them and they would just get in the way. And I think that if it's open, you have to keep it more organized anyways, which I like that you kind of are forced to do that. Here I have Isaac's drawer, all of his diapers, cloth diapers, extra paddings, and then disposable diapers for when we have those kinds of days. And then just things that hang, and it's the same for Leia. Underwear, socks, swimsuits, hanging things, then they have t-shirts and everything in there. So it's good because they are able to take care of their own clothes. Though you will see it's not as neat and tidy in some places, but they really do a good job of being able to put their things away themselves because it's organized enough. And then we have this upper space, which eventually I'm gonna get nice baskets and make it look really pretty. For now, it's a good extra storage space. Underneath, they have all their extra shoes. Over here, we have a mini speaker, and this plays music for them when they go to sleep, which is great because with the staircase being open, a lot of sound from downstairs will travel up, so it helps to kind of block out any sound. And then we have this, which monitors the air quality in here, so it will tell us if the carbon dioxide gets too high, and how the humidity is and noise levels and everything. And down there we have a diffuser. Sometimes we use it, sometimes we don't, but every now and then I feel like some lavender, you know, it does the kids good. I wanted to get dark curtains. I know probably in the recording they're gonna look black. They're actually navy blue. It doesn't matter so much now, they don't really care, but when they get a little bit older and they want that privacy, that the window can be all open, the shades could be up, but they can have this for a little bit of privacy if they're changing, and it's still gonna let a lot of light in. But then when they take a nap, close this, and it's really nice and dark. And that's the kids' room. This is at the end of the hallway, and I made it, instead of a storage space or anything else, I said this will be the laundry space. It's really common here that washer and dryer are in the bathroom, and I think as an American, I just don't understand that, other than the fact that if you have no other space. I wanted to have like a nice countertop here for doing laundry. Oh my gosh, what a difference to do laundry on a countertop instead of on a... And then we have all this storage above, which is really messy. And it's one of those things I'm gonna get like nice baskets that will fit in each space so that you don't see so much clutter. But then we have our laundry baskets down here for dirty clothes. This is our laundry basket for clean clothes. And now we go up to the penthouse suite. That's what I like to call it. So these stairs, Luka's father, Peter and Andrej also built. I asked for this here because I thought it tied in nicely. Also, I just wanted to add these pieces of wood wherever I could to kind of make it feel, you know, soften it, natural, texture. Keep using those words, but it's really what I thought about. So this is Luka and I's space. This is the latest thing that I've done, which is I finally put together the office studio space, which was a long time coming. Luka got this for me when I opened my SP, so that's why I have it there. I got these cabinets from IKEA, and then I taped it off and spray painted the bottom black. And because there was so much white throughout the house, that I wanted to have the office space a little bit more serious. And I have plans for this wall. They're just not done yet. Over here I have my desk, art desk, and desk. I specifically wanted this desk to be counter height because I am planning to use it a lot for sewing. And I think that a lot of times when you're doing a sewing project, you're kind of like up and down so much that I wanted to be able to stand if I felt like it. Here I will be creating a lot. This will be obviously more art things, artistic things. There will be hopefully more videos and a podcast. You will notice I have a pegboard. Actually, I have 2 pegboards here. I have markers, which I need to find something to hold them. I've got my cool hourglass, got a little picture of myself, and I like to think of this as like the hand of God blessing my work. And then I got a couple of these drawers and I just stacked one on top of the other. Sewing machines here. Cool story, these were in my great grandmother's sewing kit. It's pretty special, right? When we first looked at this house, I first thought, oh, this will be the kids' floor. They'll have their whole floor to themselves. And then I thought, why would I give the kids the best of the house? This could be like our penthouse. So I just thought with the vaulted ceilings, I wanted to leave it open. It was originally meant to be 2 bedrooms, a hallway, and then a bathroom at the end. And so we made a bathroom and we just made it all open. And because I was so like traumatized by having no open space, I was like, let's put mirrors on our wardrobes so that we create an even more open feeling. And truly when you walk up here, it feels like an enormous space. Dressers, and then up here, if you'll notice, there's a pull-up bar, and Luka has his Olympic rings, so this space is all open right now. I have some ideas for it, but for right now, he can pull out his Olympic rings and he can do his workouts here, which is really nice. And the kids love to swing back and forth on them. Do you want to give us a demo? How happy does it make you to have this here?
Rejoicing. Like,
Something that I
have our dressers here. This is my dresser, this one is Luka's, and I made myself a little vanity here with a moonlight. And then I just need to put something here. This is like the last missing piece of the puzzle. Here's the bedroom section of this space. We still don't have like end tables or what are they called, nightstands? We don't have nightstands, so I have for now all my books here on the floor. I painted this arch behind the headboard. I love that the headboard is curved. It's so beautiful, it's so nice. I still haven't decided what to put above here. I need a piece of art, but I'm waiting for the right piece. It's like, scale is really important in this situation. And then we have our reading lights, which I think work really well. I like the fact that they move. This was something that I think Luke was on the fence about. Do you like these?
no.
You still don't like them?
I would have without.
I love them. Luka pretty much just wants to have the windows and the blinds open so everyone can see when we're walking in and out of the bathroom. I love these. I think they are linen. They're all like 100% linen, and they're just so beautiful. I like the fact that they're kind of wrinkled because I feel like it softens the whole space and it makes it really lovely. And I have my little olive tree growing here. I wanted to make these really tall, and then I wanted them to, because this is not a trafficked area, like nobody's really walking in and out of here so much, I liked the fact that they draped on the floor. So they go all the way to the floor and then some. And I think it's very luxurious. I love it. I really love it. And here I got a little drink cart. Here's our bathroom. So originally we had a much wider door, but it was awful because the bathroom is just tiny enough that you would have to like get in, close the door, walk around. So we put in a small door, 100% better. So we have this, another really cool tile. I chose to do herringbone style or pattern in the subway tiles. And then we got a black fixture and this cool black wall and the black faucet. So all the black details really pulled together. And then the black frame on the mirror, I think it looks really, really good together. And it's just the right size bathroom for us. And I love that the shower's walk-in. That was such a big thing for me. I really wanted to have a shower that was walk-in and just like drained onto the floor like that and walk out. I love that. That for me felt very luxurious. And then above the bathroom, we put our storage up there. So it's really disorganized now. When we get a shed, some of this stuff will go into the shed, and then we will make it a little bit more organized and have storage space up there. And then one day we will put some kind of stairs here. For now we just have a ladder, but nice and hidden by our lovely curtains. Thank you so much for touring our home. We really enjoyed you, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, bye. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like to see the apartment tour of the apartment that we lived in for the last 6 years before we moved here, which was 39 square meters, a little less than 400 square feet, please click here. Thanks, bye.